That's exactly what you do. Hog goes down again. If you can isolate the Roadhog, you're going to be in a good position against this composition that Washington runs. He's the
now they know they have this much ult charge, they're going to be more than good to go. Early nade coming out from AimGod to try and heal up the rest of his team, but Alarm was able to isolate him with the Coalescence. He ends up taking out Janu as well. A Bob is used to go near to the point, but not quite, you know, going to get the cap, although it does actually. I take that back. 5% health building up with a Bob, but it shouldn't matter. I mean, the Justice are cleared on out of the White Room, and this will be the recap.
Does come in. EMP is ready to go for Washington.
Oh, that's a big EMP, but AimGod already gets killed off. Fury and Astro are going to get hacked. However, Hisu now with a later EMP could unleash it. Sado's down, but the rest of the team are going to be okay. They just really have to look out for Arc here at his wings. But Astro again! Find another double boop. Janu and Stitch over the edge. If it didn't stage.
This is 4 environmental kills just on this round for Funny.
That's going to get jumped on, and an aggressive beat. I mean, you might as well. The EMP comes out as well. Decay is already dead. Janu is getting to get hacked, but he does get Nano to see if he can find anything with this. The Primal Rage is going to take care of AimGod, and it's Janu against the world currently on the point. Arc at least gets the resurrection onto AimGod, but that doesn't stop Funny Astro from doing the dirty. Stitch gets booped off the edge as Janu ends up going down as well. Overtime is here, and the Philadelphia Fusion are going to push the Justice off the point. Astro going for some more boops, doesn't quite land it, and he's punished for it as well. Decay with the solo grab on the Lucio. They can't quite get to the point in time, however. And the Philadelphia Fusion. There's the whole hog on the point, blowing everybody away. Oh, Ivy, maybe didn't want to reveal yourself there, sir. Unfortunately, was shooting at Janu, trying to take him out, but he gets taken out by himself. Bob's going to get sent it onto the point, and Alarm's already used that fade. That's not a good look for the Fusion right now. Sado also gets naded. This should just be it. And with Ivy going down, Hex, that's a whole lot of your damage too, mind you. I mean, Hisu's going to be able to do a fair bit with his SMG. Hisu. Ivy uses the Death Blossom too. Luckily enough, though, the Fusion actually just jumped towards the point, so Decay ends up getting resurrected. Both support ults have been used, but a perfect hope from Janu to cancel the Coalescence, and a Graviton Surge right on top of the point. Ivy had nowhere to run, Fury neither. And the Justice, even though Fusion ended up capping here, should be able to win this fight out now with Astro, the only one really alive. Alarm's going to be there too, just trying to get a bit of extra ult charge and delay for a little bit longer, but he's not going to last long. And that'll be the reflip for the Justice. But the Fusion, but Hisu is at least going to be here to actually end up touching the point. A hack onto Janu, so can't go for the heal, and still the EMP in his pocket. Janu ends up going down, the Coalescence from Alarm pushing everybody back, and Philadelphia Fusion managed to find the flip.
Oh, these staggers are absolutely brutal. There's only 15 seconds left before Washington.
The front line just take out Decay, and that should just be it. The EMP comes out, it manages to hit 3, but a counter EMP coming in onto the Philadelphia Fusion. A Funny Astro ends up going down with the beat, and Hisu falls as well. Ivy's going to fall, and Decay, oh, he's got all the healing in the world, and he's got the Graviton Surge as well. Astro needed to survive. He needed to get that beat off, otherwise it was history. Sado ends up jumping in, gets grabbed, gets killed, and the Justice health back and just catch 2 unawares, and now they've switched sides. I mean, look at this. Sado does get naded, and yeah, AimGod split off. The Fusion, they're doing such a good job of just rotating, and the hack targets as well have just been so good. Perfect. Janu has not had a chance really to do anything. That space you can create with the Hog getting the hooks and then getting away almost scot-free right with the heal has been so great, but Hisu knows that game plan. It's just hacking him every single time. By Janu, they end up using the Coalescence. The EMP is going to be pretty good from the Justice. Ivy, Funny Astro, and Alarm are going to get hacked. Alarm hacked at Cole as well. Supplemental healing not there for Sado, but Ivy's in the front. Decay does get nanoed and is now pushing his way onto the point. It's all on Decay, and it feels like it always has been. A triple kill for the Sire, and now he just needs to beam down the support. The Graviton Surge on the central column, but he can't really follow it up, and, well, there's no one in there anyway. But it still forces the Philadelphia.
So next fight, we'll just throw in the Bob, because that's how they like it.
Okay, EMP came out last fight, so they could address
just hacked
very quickly with the beats. I mean, it's perfect, right? The perfect storm for the Fusion right now. AimGod Janu end up going down. No nano for Decay, and not a lot of pocket remaining either. Arc did end up popping the wings of the Valkyrie, but it's going to mean little to nothing right now, because Decay dead, AimGod dead as well. Everybody ends up just resetting off the side. Oh, Astro actually gets the credit for Stitch there, so a bit of a...
He's still going to go down. They dive again. Look at this. AimGod and Janu dive first. Target priority has been perfect.
Yeah, the hack onto AimGod permanently as well to make sure he can't get the nades off from the sleep darts. And now the late kills onto Ark and Stitch as well. Someone has to touch from the Justice, and it looks like it's going to be the Wrecking Ball. Tuber's going to be here 2 Hex, and the ball can stay alive for quite a long period of time here. However, now being hacked, not quite so lucky. OT ticking down as the Philadelphia Fusion are in control. Justice come onto the point. They have to be able to touch, but they get EMP'd. The perfect ultimate economy game from the Fusion has won them Lijiang Tower. And they
right now, I mean, Ark is on a different map. It's a mile away. Look how far back they've had to push.
They're all by the bookshop. Not a good place to be if you're the DPS,
Nice,
but Tuber! That's 2 1-clips onto Carpe and Alarm. Well, that's how you kind of take down this comp. Just rely on Tuber or your Tracer to take care of the front line and back line. Oh, dearie me. Sado not in a nice position either. He was on the health pack, but ended up going down, and Tuber finds his third kill. I mean, the problem is as well, Hex, this is going to take you a long time to actually do anything. Good pick onto Jano, and Sado finishes off Stitch as well. Tuber did manage to find the pulse bomb kill onto Carpe, but they need point pressure right now. That's the aim of the game. Decay ends up killing Funny Astro because, you know, Decay things in your backline with a lot of charge. Jano ends up getting resurrected as everybody was trying to look towards Decay, but it won't work. Whole Hog been used as well. 2 ticks have been acquired by the Philadelphia Fusion. However, they can go for a reset here, which is, I think, what they're going to do. However, they have to actually get out of that room. However, Ivy says not today, and he's just taking the fight to the Justice. Aim God alone on the point. Funny Astro finds the kill, and that will be point 1 cap. That was slowly moving towards the second point. They're going to have to touch it at some time. Pulse bomb goes down, launches onto Carpe again, but Alarm ends up killing off the Bob, leaving a lot of that pressure, and the resurrection came onto Stitch, to Carpe even, but Stitch is in the back line. Sado ends up getting taken out, and a lot of balls being popped left, right, and center. Both Transcendences come out, and Carpe ends up clicking the head of Janu with a lot of assist to bear as well. Stitch and Ark are able to escape, and they still have the Valkyrie at their backs as well. The Philadelphia Fusion are going to have to go for a reset unless Alarm manages to kill off a couple more people here. Tuber's in the back line again, just looking for the support. Alarm is dead, and not long for this world is Funny Astro unless he can get out alive.
They're able to take down again.
Super low. Oh, no, he gets taken out. Those damage boosted arrows do so much.
There's so much burst.
Ark did pop the Valkyrie, but it doesn't matter. Stitch is actually just dead. A hook into a kill. Easy as that, and a whole hog as well. As soon as they get grabbed, that's point 2. It's done. It's all over. You're going to have to back off now, Aim God, unfortunately. Just dies to Sado. That Graviton Surge at the end there by Decay. Probably wish he saved that.
It's looking pretty good for Philadelphia here, and they have a lockout ultimate with this Graviton Flux.
There's the Flux. Decay's in trouble. He has to get something. He's going to die momentarily. There's the hook in. Yeah, he had nowhere to run, and that will just be it. There was no real fight there at all from the Justice, and I feel like
you have enough tape on them, and you see every map strategy, you should be able to figure it out. That's a huge kill, too.
Yeah, you can't resurrect yourself, unfortunately. Carpe pays 1 in kind, but yeah, like you just said, X, what do they want to do? Well, Decay and Janu want to walk towards you, and that's exactly what Janu did. Carpe and Sado are dead. Ark is still alive too, so he fans the resurrection onto Stitch, and now they have 2 ticks on the point. I mean, this comp from the Fusion was perfect to hold the high ground.
Hello. Now they're in that position I was talking about. They can hold this corner with wall.
Yeah, and they Blizzard as well. Like I said, the bomb isn't going to last long, but Sado ends up going down. Transcendence as the Blizzard comes through, as well as that the Flux. Carpe ends up killing Stitch, and now already freezing up. There's a lot of high HP targets you have to take down through that Transcendence from Aim God, but they were able to focus down Janu.
Get on the side of Philadelphia, this grab should just find free purchase. It gets 3.
Nice grab, Tuber's in the back line as well, and there's Stitch dropping from the rafters like Assassin's Creed. Decay and Janu clean up the rest. A perfect pincer maneuver there from both DPS. Tuber was in the side streets. Stitch went up on the high ground, then dropped down with a Mercy boost, and yep, that's there.
Bob's going to get thrown in to touch the card. He's very low already.
Goodbye. Oh, but Sado finds the flank kill onto Aim God, and now they can just enter onto the payload? Like, how does Sado keep getting away with this? Janu, luckily enough, ends up killing him off. And now there's a bomb coming out from Stitch to put himself on the payload. Fury, unfortunately, with that as main tank in almost a permanent pocket, is going to go down pretty quickly. And the problem with the Fusion comp as well, this brawling style that they are. I think Fury's just waiting for his Flux. Okay, Stitch ends up going down to Carpe, and Tuber is in the back line, but with the orb on you, it's very hard to take him down. Carpe hits another shot, killing off Janu. They end up resurrecting Stitch, but they haven't really got a front line right now. It is just Decay, although sometimes that's really all that you do need. Stitch ends up falling to Ivy. Tuber He's in the rafters now once more, but the sights are going to come out, and Astro taking the 1v1. Tuba's going to be safe. Yeah, ideally you want to force the Transcendence, right? Oh, that's a... Look at how many assists are in that kill to kill off
kill a hog.
Yeah,
that's the only way to kill a hog.
Well, there's the decay grab into the back line and the pulse bomb as well. Tuba finds two. Astro and Ivy bite the dust. They res Aimgod as well, and now his last limbs for the Fusion. In a blink of an eye, the Justice have destroyed the Fusion on their defense. And now they've got a couple of ults to spare as well. There's one person on the payload, and that is Astro diving around. The Transcendence has been popped as Ivy comes in with the Doom Fist. The whole hog should seal the deal, though, as Sado's the only one left. Not even a meter was remaining there before they put the payload in. Hook, Sado and Carpe are pretty low, Ivy too. However, overtime being here, the Philadelphia Fusion just have to get this Carpe on a roll. That's exactly what he's doing. Tuba dead, Sado finds the hook in onto Janu, he finds the free kill, but Ivy was there with an icicle to finish him off, and now they just have to kite. Make sure Decay doesn't earn this grab, and you've got dead as well, and this should just be it. The resurrection onto Sado and Janu will come through, but the Blizzard is there. And the Fusion, they're gonna hold on to this first point. The Justice still with a win condition, however. Something that they've just not changed. I want to see how many maps they've done this for, and it's not going to be many. And already, Janu is dead. They have no high ground control. IB kills two. Aimgod and Janu are dead. The resurrection is going to be very, very hard to get off. Arc, at least luckily, gets on Aimgod. Fry sitting around the corner, but now Tuba's gone down. Ivy with a solo carry off the high ground. Decay is also going to fall over, and the Fusion are going to put themselves on the point. There's a couple of people that can get back in time, but they're going to have a hard-fought battle to get there. The Fusion take the Justice on King's Row, and now just click heads, and now Tuba has to play extraordinarily scared. Stitch ends up going down to a hook and then a shot from Sado, and they already have a tick on the point. Carpe is set up. Hex, how do they even do this now?
Well, they don't. Philadelphia's going to take this, and it's mostly the hook to be able to take down the opposing Widowmaker that lets Carpe do what he just did. He took down the Mercy, he took down the Pharah, because he doesn't have to worry about sidelines. It doesn't matter. No one's going to be able to get to him. No one can shoot at him, so... And
towards this high ground, it's been Ivy that's been opening up these kills, and oh, you have to be careful, Aimgod. You know they're up there. He gets a risky nade. There's the barrage in the back. He ends up getting taken out, but Carpe finds the re-kill onto Arc, but Decay is in the back line doing what he does best on the hog. Taking out Alarm. There's no way they can win this one now. Sadu does take out Aimgod, but you haven't really got any heals left. You're just looking for some extra time on the car, or on the payload even. Or on the payload cart. The point, you know what I mean. And
the objective. Down.
When
in doubt, say objective. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Washington is sticking on this far. It provides a lot of...
Here's a whole heap of damage there. There's the nano onto Tuba again. He's going to get discorded, but look at the height he's got. It's so hard to hit him from up there. He can dive around the buildings. There's one kill. There's another. And Astro doesn't stand a chance. There's the third for Tuba. Making it a fourth as well as Carpe's on the ground. The rest of his team are gone. And Janu takes the kill. They hold for the time being. 2 minutes.
On the back line to get this...
Aggro bomb. Aggro dragons as well as that's sent hooks to the point, and Carpe takes out Tuba eventually. Oh, Decay went for the hook. Oh, he didn't know Sado was around the corner. And now the whole hog onto the point. They at least get a resurrection onto Tuba, but it's not looking good for the Justice. Tuba has the barrage, but it's going to be risky at this point, especially with Fury, with his shields, and the Transcendence as well. Oh, goodbye, Tuba. The healing was way too much. 2 ticks are on the board for the Fusion. Stitch goes down as well at the hands of Ivy. And that'll be it. The Fusion end up capping second, 1 minute and 30. A kill onto Fury early as well would be disastrous. Look at the frontwards damage though. Ivy's going to be able to take care of Stitch and actually force him away. Tuba's pretty low as well. Decay went super aggressive. Ivy almost managed to pick Tuba out of the air as well, but with Aimgod going down and Arc the only healer, Justice are in trouble. Ivy gets hacked up but is near the health pack, so he's going to be fine. And then Janu's mech gets destroyed as well. Nice little hold to start off with as Janu jumps in. Oh no. Do they know? That's the question. I don't think they do. Oh, they're definitely going to know now. Oh, Tuba.
Was he over water?
Was he over the water? Yeah, that's my thought too. He must have even. And Tuba receives the nano, and now everything from the Fusion's now in cover. Apart from Carpe, unfortunately, as he ends up going down to Tuba. Tuba now, with the nano fading away, has to play a little bit more careful. Decay falls to a hook of Sado, and Philadelphia Fusion still in a good spot. They use the flux. Aimgod in trouble. Aimgod taken out as Ivy was there to match the flux with an arrow, and Fury taken out Stitch as well. Justice now have 1 minute Hex before they get eliminated. They need to find an answer to the Fusion defense.
And it was just fair mercy. They tried to get out to no avail as Alarm didn't win MVP. Sorry for him, but I think Smiths, but that's what Washington needs right now.
One long shot. Carpe in the back. Aim God's already dead. This is disaster. Pulse bomb, self-destruct, all launched in. Stitch is going to fall as well. 10 seconds for the Justice. They've got one hope left, and it's going to be Tuba's barrage. The Resurrection can't come through in time, and Janu loses his mech. The Dragon Strike in the air, and Tuba goes down to aim alarm even. The Transcendence is going to come out as well, and this is going to be it. The fairy tale story for the Justice. The 12th seed is going to end right here. The Fusion knocked them out in a 3-0.